Hey, how's it going out there, everyone? It's Brandon here. Going to be talking about the May edition of the Metalhead Box. I've already opened it. I've already taken a look and listened to all of the contents so I can give you all a better idea of what is inside. And right off the bat, I'm going to say that this is one of my favorite boxes that I've ever received from the Metalhead Box. Mainly for one reason that I will save till last, but starting off, maybe my favorite t-shirt that I've gotten from the Metalhead Box, and that is for the band Var Grove. I actually talked about Var Grove in my last video, the album Netherstorm, symphonic black metal from Finland, and this one even has a back print. It says, "As night swallows the light," with the pentagram there. Awesome bands. Love that I have a Var Grove shirt now. I talked about it in my last video, but in case you haven't seen it or heard it, this is the Var Grove Netherstorm album. This did not come in the box. I just had this on my rack over here, pulled it out just to give you guys a quick glimpse. So if you see it around, you'll recognize it. Hopefully listen to it if you haven't already. And then this month's box came with an exclusive item from Nuclear Blast that was exclusive to the Metalhead Box, like so many of the items included in their boxes are, and that was for the new Dimmu Borgir album, Aeonian, on cassette. And it is a pro-printed, transparent red cassette. This color, this version of the cassette, you could only get through the Metalhead Box, which is awesome. You know, who doesn't like having exclusive stuff that you can't get anywhere else? Came with a little promo letting you know that this is exclusive to the Metalhead Box. I really like this album. I bought it on CD when it came out. I'm not gonna say that I love it just because it's fairly new and I haven't really spent enough time with it, although I've spent quite a decent amount of time with it. Favorite songs on here: Interdimensional Summit, the first single they released, Council of Wolves and Snakes, Lightbringer. Yeah, really good stuff on here from Dimmu Borgir. Normally one of my favorite parts of this box, the CDs, my least favorite part of this box, and that's no fault of the Metalhead Box. I just find these CDs very underwhelming. This is Old Waynes with DNK. It stands for Death Nord Cult. On Moribund Records, they are a Russian black metal band. I don't know what Old Waynes means. Waynes, W-A-I-N-D-S, is not even a word. All the the lyrics and song titles are in Russian. Fortunately, they have English translations next to them on the back here. But this is just your typical run-of-the-mill Norwegian style black metal. You know, not anything different than bands like Immortal or Dark Throne already did. This came out in 2009. Yeah, I can't imagine that this is going to get a lot of repeat plays. There's just so many bands that do this and do it better. And then this band, I don't know how to pronounce this. It's H-R-I-Z-G, Hrizig. That's my best attempt at that. This is another Moribund release. It's an EP, Spanish black metal. Again, nothing standouts. What I will say is that this, at the time, 2011 release, was completely done by one man. Everything was recorded, produced, mixed, mastered, written, all by one person. So, you know, that is impressive. 5-track EP. I will say that I like this one slightly better than the other one, but again, can't imagine coming back to that one a lot. And then there came a magazine, DOA magazine. It says issue number 9. I don't know when this came out, but I read through it. There's a lot of reviews, mostly interviews You know, bands like Genocide Pact, The Crown, Whip Striker, Temple of Void. There's some really cool artwork right here in the middle too. And then once you get towards the back, it's all, you know, reviews. So it was nice to read through this a little bit. I read a few of the reviews. Most of the reviews, they give, you know, 8, 9, 10 skulls or 666 fucking skulls. I'd never heard of this magazine before. I think they're based out of Missouri. So there's some cool stuff in there, and it came with a couple of CDs. It came with a DOA relapse sampler. Stuff like this I usually keep in my car in case I don't know what to listen to. I'll just throw on a sampler or a promo or something like that. And this abomination is called Reign of Vengeance. I couldn't even make it through one song on here, so this is probably going in the trash. But lastly, my absolute favorite thing in this box, maybe my favorite thing that I've ever received from the Metalhead Box. You all know him, KK Downing of Judas Priest, an autograph exclusive to the Metalhead Box. Wow. They teased that they would have a legendary guitarist from a legendary band in this box. I had no idea that they had, you know, that kind of reach to get KK Downing. Of course, he hasn't been in the band for 7 years now, but he played on all of the classic Judas Priest albums. KK Downing and Glenn Tipton, one of my favorite, if not my favorite, guitar duos of all time. I love everything that Judas Priest has done, with the exception of the albums without Rob Halford on vocals, but I'm not even going to talk about that. But I was floored when I pulled this out of the box. I could not believe that they got KK Downing, and now this is a part of my collection. I am without a doubt going to frame this. So stoked on this. I can't believe it. So, you know, in review, had the Var Grove t-shirt, which is, you know, one of my favorite shirts I've gotten. The Dimmu Borgir tape, which I was thrilled to have, exclusive to the Metalhead Box. A couple of so-so black metal CDs, a cool magazine that came with a couple of CDs, and the KK Downing autograph. I was super stoked on this box. I thought they did a great job, as usual. I mean, there's only been really one box that I didn't care for, but, you know, you can't win them all. They do their best, and they do a damn good job at it. So that was all for the May edition of the Metalhead Box. I will leave a link in the description, as always, where you can go to their website. They have all kinds of different options. They even have a tape box option now for all you tape collectors out there. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Thanks for watching these videos. And as always, take care.